Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. And the reason why we are in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania is to take a look at something I've been wanting to show to you guys for a while now. Something I've been wanting to document and talk about for a while now because, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of the classic, the Steve McQueen classic 1958 movie, The Blob. My all-time favorite sci-fi movie filmed in and around the Phoenixville, Pennsylvania area. There's a whole bunch of different filming locations in this area, and I've actually shown you most of those filming locations. I believe there's like one more I have to show you guys. We will be going to check that out in the not too distant future. But today, wanted to come out here and show you one of the filming locations. It's only in the movie for maybe like a whole 30 seconds or something like that, but still it is a very important part of the actual movie. And we are here at the Barkley Elementary School, the Samuel K. Barkley Elementary School, which in the movie served as the high school, though this never actually was a high school. This was built in 1930, and it was the Memorial Junior High. So this used to be the junior high school. And I believe in the 1960s, it actually transformed into the Barkley Elementary School. And like I said, one of the kind of pivotal, one of the more important, we'll go with the important scenes of The Blob was actually filmed right here, which is pretty awesome. And it was filmed right over here. So if you guys have actually seen the movie, and if you haven't, stop this video right now, go buy the Criterion Blu-ray release of the film and watch it immediately. Again, greatest sci-fi movie ever made, period, hands down. But if you guys have actually watched the movie, then you know there's that one very important scene where they realize what it is that stops the Blob. It's cold. The Blob cannot be stopped unless there's cold involved. So Steve McQueen and Jane and Danny, they're actually all stuck in a diner, the Downingtown Diner, which is actually many miles in that direction. We're not actually anywhere really near the Downingtown Diner, but it was actually filmed there at that location. I've actually taken you guys there before, but they're all trapped in the diner. The Blob has completely overtaken the diner. It's completely engulfed in the Blob, and they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do. They figure at this point they're probably done for. They're all gonna die. They're not gonna make it. Now fire starts due to the fact that they try to stop the Blob. You still haven't seen this movie. You've got to see this movie. There's this fantastic, funny scene where they shoot an electrical wire to fall onto the Blob and zap the Blob, because I think electricity is what's going to stop the Blob. And as the famous scene in the movie goes, it didn't work. And then they turn to the diner, it's on fire. And the other famous scene, the diner's on fire. It's freaking amazing. You guys have to see the movie. So the idea of zapping the Blob with electricity did not work. It sets the diner on fire. So now you got the Blob engulfing the entire diner. The diner's also on fire. So Steve McQueen takes a fire extinguisher, a CO2 fire extinguisher, sprays the fire, and it hits the Blob. The Blob retreats, and he realizes it's cold. Cold is what the Blob doesn't like. It's why it didn't attack them when they were in the freezer at Jerry's Market, which I've also taken you to before, back in Royersford, Pennsylvania, which is a couple towns in that direction. They filmed all around the area, a couple towns all around the area. So they realize, again, it's cold. It's cold that the Blob doesn't like. So Steve McQueen starts shouting into the phone, because the cops are on the phone with him. He starts shouting into the phone, CO2, get CO2. So they're looking for CO2 fire extinguishers. There aren't a whole heck of a lot of them, but Jane's father, the principal of the high school, he goes, I know where there's like a dozen of those. And they all get into the car, the kids and the principal, they get into the car, they peel away, and they come out here to what was the high school in the movie, because inside here, there's a whole boatload of CO2 fire extinguishers. And right through those doors is where they go. So anyway, like I was saying, Steve McQueen's character from the movie is actually named Steve, and Jane and Danny, they're all trapped in the diner. They realize it's the cold the Blob doesn't like, so Steve starts yelling, CO2, Dave, CO2, and they know where they can get some more fire extinguishers. So the principal and the kids, they pull up right here, and they come running up these very stairs. Well, I'm sure they've been redone over the years, but they come up these stairs right here. The principal gets to the door. They check the door. It's locked, of course. It's after hours. The school's closed. He looks for his keys, doesn't have them, doesn't know what he's gonna do. He just stands here for a second, puzzled, and all of a sudden you see him walk down the stairs. And you're like, what's he gonna do? He picks up a rock, takes the rock, tells the kids to stand back, and he throws it right through the window. There's kind of like fake window panes here. This is just one big window now, but back then they were actually individual window panes. Threw it right through this window right here, breaks the window, reaches in, opens up the door. He opens the door, they run in, all the kids run in, all of a sudden they all come running out with CO2 fire extinguishers to fight the Blob, which is actually many miles that way in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, but you would think it was right next to the Downingtown Diner. So right here, right there, so they smashed right through the window to reach in and get the CO2 fire extinguishers. Very awesome to be right here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're being joined by Leatherface. So again, it's a very, very short scene in the movie. Does not take very long. They just, like I said, they pull up and they get the fire extinguishers and they all rush to back to the Downingtown Diner to spray around the base of the diner to make the Blob retreat. And then the actual military, I believe it was the Navy, comes and they have a transport plane and they get the Blob on the plane, they put him into a box, they drop him into the Arctic. And as long as the Arctic stays cold, the Blob will always be contained. Again, the end, question mark. You've got to see the movie. It's so good, right? Comments down below. Sean needs to see the movie, right? He needs to see the movie. You hear that?
What?
They're coming for you.
No, they're not.
The Blob police are coming for you because in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, if you haven't seen the Blob, you can't be in this town.
That's not how this works.
You got to see the Blob. So even though all the filming took place outside the school with the cameras right down there pointed up the stairs and all the actors running into the supposed high school to get the CO2 fire extinguishers, none of the filming actually took place inside, but still I want to see what the inside looks like. Again, 1930 junior high. I wonder how much the original 1930 school still exists. That is awesome looking. I can just imagine all the actors running up and down these stairs, running through the doors to get the CO2 fire extinguishers that are, I'm guessing, very conveniently placed right inside the doors because they go in and they come out very, very quickly. But that's awesome. In 1958, right in there, CO2 fire extinguishers to fight the Blob. I love being able to stand right here, like literally right here, filming history. Unfortunately, all these decades later, there's not much in the way of stones here to throw through the door. Not that I would do that, but there are some rather large rocks here. No small little hand-sized stones to throw through the door. But Sean wants to point out these stones here. Look at these. So these are actually, I guess, made by all the different grades.
There's because the first grade one.
I'm guessing this is first grade, right?
Yeah.
That's probably first grade.
It doesn't even say anything.
Second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade. I honestly wonder if anybody who goes to this school knows the history that happened here. My dad used to always tell me about Blob history. He would tell me about the Colonial Theater. We would actually shop at Jerry's Market in Royersford, Pennsylvania. It used to be a grocery store when I was a kid. We'd go in there and my dad would tell me, this is where they filmed the Blob. And he would tell me all about the movie, which is awesome. And I wonder if parents to this day still do that. I wonder if there are any parents whose children go to this school who tell them, did you know right here is where part of the Blob was filmed? I honestly wonder if any students going here know that. I would assume maybe some of the staff knows that, but honestly, I wonder how much of the staff knows about this being a filming location for the Blob. If you happen to have children who go here, do you teach them about the Blob and the Blob history? If not, you honestly should. All right, guys, so I think that's just about gonna do it for the Samuel K. Barkley Elementary School here in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, or what was known back in 1958 as the Memorial Junior High, used as the high school in the classic, the Steve McQueen sci-fi classic, The Blob. I just love the movie so much, and I love that so much of the filming locations to this day still exist in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and the surrounding area. Only a couple of blocks that way is the Colonial Theater, where the actual Blob attacked the patrons inside. Only a couple of blocks in that direction is Doc Hallen's house, which I still have not taken you guys to yet. We're gonna do that eventually. But again, so many different filming locations in and around Phoenixville, Pennsylvania that you can visit to this day. If you're a big fan of the Blob, come out here, check out these filming locations, especially this one right here, the high school from the Blob. With the principal putting a rock right, wait a minute, there is a rock here. The principal putting a rock right through the window. Walks up here, again, doesn't have his keys, doesn't know what to do, finds a rock and throws it right through the window pane right there to reach inside and open up the door. I would recreate that famous scene, but I don't feel like going to jail. Okay, so yeah, that is gonna do it from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Just wanted to bring you out, show you this this amazing filming location from the greatest sci-fi movie ever made, 1958's The Blob, starring Steve McQueen. Just wanted to show you that this stairwell and the door still does exist from the movie. This is just so awesome, so incredibly cool. If you guys have ever actually been out here, leave a comment down below. I want to hear about you coming out here to see this filming location, or if you've ever been to any of the other Blob filming locations, leave your comments down below. Want to hear about those as well. And if you happen to have a child who goes to this school, have you told them that such a classic scene from such a classic movie was filmed right here, right in this doorway, right there? Have you told them that? If not, sit them down and tell them the very, yes. Say, son, I have something very important to tell you. And they're gonna go, oh no, what is it, Daddy? One of the greatest movies ever made was filmed in your school. And then the kid will go, oh. Yay! Just like Kermit the Frog. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it. Like I said, if you've ever been out here, leave your comments down below or let me know what filming locations you have been to. I've taken you to a few already. You guys can check those out on my channel. Eventually, we'll make our way out to Doc Howland's house. I'd say in the next couple of weeks or so, we're definitely gonna check that out. But all right, guys, with that, we are done. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt where you can grab yourself retro Rest Stop t-shirts. Proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon do help support the show, keep the show going, brings us out to awesome and amazing. Were you yawning? You yawning during my outro? I know it's very, very winded, very boring, but it helps bring us out to awesome and amazing places just like this. So I really do appreciate the help. And if you guys watch this video all the way to the very end, what should today's hashtag be?
The Blob.
Ooh, hashtag, let's do hashtag the Blob 1958. Because there's a 1988 version, which is also fantastic. Not filmed here, but also really good. So let's do hashtag the Blob 1958.
That's fine.
Sound good? All right. There you go, guys. So guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I'll see you in tomorrow's video. All right, one more shot of the entrance. Again, the kids and the principal pulling up right here, running up the stairs. They need to get inside to get the CO2 fire extinguishers. The principal doesn't know what to do. Where's my keys? I forgot them at home. Takes a rock, smashes through the window, and they go inside and they get the extinguishers to help save Steve and Jane and Danny trapped in the diner. Pretty amazing, awesome scene filmed right here. All right, guys, good. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.